Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm going to do a news video now because it's going to be a busy Saturday. I'm not really going to have time to do a news video, so I want to get this one in. We'll start with some wrestling here. So the Royal Rumble is today. I'm going to recap the Royal Rumble. They've distributed 65,000 tickets for the 2025 Royal Rumble. Hopefully a really good crowd, man. It's for 65,000 people. Hopefully it's a really great Royal Rumble, and hopefully Indy brings the juice. So, just like I think last year, a lawsuit or something along those lines. Brock Lesnar, he's now officially named in Janelle Grant's amended lawsuit against Vince McMahon, Johnny Laurinaitis, WWE. Apparently, Michael Hayes and a bunch of shit involved apparently here. It's kind of a shame now that it was Brock Lesnar. I mean, I felt it was kind of known it was Brock Lesnar, but now it's officially in the writing. I mean, hate that, but I mean, I didn't want it to be true about Brock Lesnar, but for people wanting him to come back, I don't think he'll be coming back now since he's out in that lawsuit. Finally, people can stop asking for his return. I mean, people are supposed to say he didn't do anything. I mean, I don't know. I hope he's not guilty. I mean, but if he is, then his career is over. So I'm going to say about those allegations in this lawsuit. So Charlotte Flair is officially making her return tomorrow night at the Royal Rumble. Oh boy, can't wait to see Charlotte Flair come back, win the Rumble. I don't want to see Charlotte Flair win the Rumble. She doesn't need to be the Rumble winner. She probably will, but yeah, basically it'll be Charlotte Hogan. So Cody Rhodes said, I don't know if I have the power to do this, but I think we should bring back Sheamus' old theme song. I mean, I'd like to see Sheamus' old theme song come back. Too many limes. Saraya tells TMZ her contract with AEW expires in September. Yeah, she's gonna leave AEW, most likely, just like every other wrestler will. What an enormous waste of money that was. She didn't do shit in AEW. Let's run through here. So on the Pat McAfee show, Stephanie McMahon was on. She says there will be a lot of surprises at the Royal Rumble this Saturday. Well, today. We'll see about that. Lots of surprises I don't even know about. And if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to say. I know some things, but not all things. Man, I feel there's gonna be a lot of surprises, mostly in the Women's Rumble. I don't think you'll get that many surprises in the Men's Rumble. You might get some TNA guys like I Believe in Joe Hendry, maybe the Hardy Boys. I feel like the Women's Rumble you're gonna get more surprises, some NXT surprises. I know a lot of people are getting their hopes with AJ Lee. I'm not gonna get my hopes up that high. I'm not gonna get disappointed again. But yeah, I think there's gonna be some good surprises. So the Dark Side of the Ring series officially returns for a 6th season on March 25th. So new season of Dark Side of the Ring. But yeah, there's not really much to be. There's a few things there. I guess I'll mention the match card for the Royal Rumble. So, obviously you have the Women's and Men's Royal Rumble matches. Third match, the Motor City Machine Guns and DIY in a 2 out of 3 Falls match, and Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens in the ladder match for the Winged Eagle belt and the WWE Championship. let's talk about some NFL here quickly. I'm not sure there's going to be a lot of NFL because there's not really much to talk about besides the draft, but let's get into it. So, former Saints interim head coach Darren Rizler, the Riz Man, is expected to reunite with Sean Payton and Denver's Broncos' new special teams coordinator per rap sheet. So, yeah, it doesn't really surprise me. The Commanders, their uniform tweaks could be done by next season, and they've been in the works for a while and could look similar to their 1.0 uniforms. So, I'm excited. That could be fun to look at, if that's how the jerseys look. So, per ESPN, some people around the league believe 49ers QB Brock Purdy will receive an extension slightly similar to the 4-year, $160 million deal Daniel Jones got with the Giants, but slightly adjusted to account for inflation. I wonder who at ESPN said this. So, Texan superstar cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. could be aiming to surprise the 4-year, $96 million deal that Pat Surtain signed with the hashtag Broncos per Jay Fowler ESPN. Houston is expected to make it a priority to get a deal done with Stingley this offseason. Top 5 corner in the league without a doubt. We'll see if he does surpass that Pat Surtain deal, but Derek Stingley Jr. is going to be one of the top corners in this league. The Jets are hiring Lions passing game coordinator Tanner Engstrand as their new offensive coordinator. So they've got now Tanner Engstrand. So NFL draft prospect Shiloh Sanders compares himself to POTUS. What the fuck that word is? Donald Trump, after clips of him getting beat in practice, went viral saying people try hating him for no reason. I don't think people trying to hate you for no reason. You just suck. He just sucks. I can't believe this is a real quote. Yeah, the 49ers are going to draft Shiloh Sanders now here in this. And Nick Bosa's going to be like, well, this boy ain't half bad. And he's going to say that's my kind of safety. I can't believe that's a real quote. So, Kellen Moore is another meeting set up with the Saints, a strong sign that he will take the head coaching job once the Eagles season is over, part of the NFL Network. He's been working on setting up a potential coaching staff. I'm not sure why you're not focusing on the Super Bowl, you know. I know it's next week, but you gotta focus on the Super Bowl, man. That can be a reason they lose Super Bowl, man, if Kellen Moore's not locked in at play calling. So he's gonna be locked in. So there's belief among NFL executives that Vikings free agent quarterback Sam Darnold will end up signing a deal in the Baker Mayfield range at $100 million over 3 years. I don't know how a team can be confident Sam Darnold can replicate his 2024 season. He's really choked in their 2 biggest games. So due to this free agency and draft being perceived as somewhat weak, teams could potentially show trade interest in the following players per James Palmer TV. George Pickens, Garrett Wilson, Cooper Kupp, and Kyle Pitts. None of these players are going to get traded. Doubt it, unless it's George Pickens, but I doubt it. So many insiders believe Jets star wide receiver Garrett Wilson will request a trade out of New York, mainly due to the team's constant turnover at quarterback and head coach. I'm not gonna lie, I could see it happening, but they just retained the new coach. They got a new coach, so we'll see. Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore may not want the Saints head coaching job due to the lack of stability at the quarterback position. Per Dean Mercedes, she thinks that Moore will eventually come to terms with it and still take the job, but something to keep an eye on. I mean, I don't think it's worth leaving to go to the fucking Saints. The Buccaneers are still furious about the way Liam Cohen left them, so they denied both of his requests to interview their offensive line coach, Kevin Carberry, and their assistant offensive line coach, Brian Pakuki. They had a really good offensive line unit, so I see see why, obviously. So, Bills GM was kind of disappointed of Keon Coleman's performance after his wrist injury. Yeah, to trade down just to pass up Xavier Woods for Keon Coleman. Why, who would have told you that was a mistake? He sucks. Keon Coleman's terrible. Like, I'm sorry. Dude's fucking garbage. Who would have figured that out? Pep Hamilton has signed to become the new Maryland offensive coordinator. The former Colts and Texas offensive coordinator is heading over there. My Dallas Cowboys, they interviewed Clayton Adams for the offensive coordinator position, and he's the new Cowboys offensive coordinator. I like this hire, man. Tommy! The Buccaneers promoted Josh Grisser to offensive coordinator, so he'll replace Liam Cohen. But I like this hire, man, of Clayton Adams. He was 7th in total rushing, 2,451 yards, 5th in sacks allowed, 30, and 3rd in QB pressures allowed, 180. He has majority gap scheme concepts and run game, tons of pull action. He's a Boise State grad, which kind of, that's kind of the hint. They could try and draft Genty if he's available at 12. I really want Genty, man, like. And Tyler Smith will freaking decimate defenders now. But he's a really good offensive line coach. And I know, offensive coordinator, why is the offensive line coach from Arizona, the offensive coordinator? Well, Schottenheimer's supposed to be calling plays, I believe. Schottenheimer. So, you could have, the new offensive coordinator, kind of coach up that offensive line. And, help that run game. But yeah, that's all the NFL I want to talk about. There's probably some more stuff, but that's what I'm going to get to here. So let's talk about some NBA to end the video here on that. So, the Orlando Magic have been speaking with the Phoenix Suns regarding Grayson Allen, Yusuf Nurkic, and also showing a level of interest in Brooklyn's Cam Johnson per HP Basketball. Yeah, I don't think the Brooklyn Nets are going to take that trade, buddy. Cam Johnson on the Suns. Oh, yeah, like we hadn't seen that before. I mean, he was good, but, that ain't going to help the Suns be a contender. So, Kendrick Perkins says Steph Curry didn't deserve to be an All-Star. Well, considering the players and probably the coaches voted, they left Sabonis, though, and he's in the next market up, so I'm not comparing Steph to Sabonis. But, who else would have made the fucking All-Star game? I don't know who else would have made the All-Star game. Anthony Edwards? I don't know who else would have made it. And besides, it's a fucking All-Star game. Who cares? The Minnesota Timberwolves are the latest team to show interest in Gershon Yabusele, per J.K.L. Fisher and the Stein line. He's been really underrated this year, man. He can average more points if he wants to. He's been one of the best role players in the league. Will they move him? I don't think so. They can be a name to look out for. There's buzz swirling about Bogdan Bogdanovic and the Lakers. Yeah, Lakers interested in half the league. Nothing new. They ain't gonna trade for anybody. Ben Simmons could potentially approach the Brooklyn Nets regarding a buyout to join a contender. Ben Simmons to a contender. Yeah, you ain't gonna play, buddy, unless it's a fucking 30-point blowout. The Minnesota Timberwolves and Toronto Raptors are among the teams showing some level of interest in De'Aaron Fox. Well, the Toronto Raptors, you're out. Timberwolves maybe, but they need a point guard, so it makes sense. Him and Ant. The Golden State Warriors have had significant discussions with Chicago Bulls regarding Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic. Give me Zach LaVine. The NBA has suspended Isaiah Stewart one game. He got his, I believe, his 6th technical or something. Seems about right. The Pelicans are showing interest in Jimmy Butler, while considering DeJounte Murray tore his Achilles, maybe. Marcus Smart is a name to watch on the trade market. Yeah, sure, somebody's gonna trade for Marcus fucking Smart. The Pacers have discussed Obi Toppin in trade talks. The Atlanta Hawks are team to watch for Brandon Ingram. Sacramento Kings were actually first to approach the Aaron Fox representatives about asking about a potential trade, putting him on the market. The Lakers have zero interest in trading Rays for Fox. And yeah, that's really all I'll say here. So until next time, have a lot of peace. I'll see you guys later today for college basketball and much other stuff.